Hello everyone, welcome back to another AliensFireteamElite Solo Insane video. This time we'll be covering the Gift of Fire boarding. And for this mission I am bringing tech again. Now the two classes I recommend probably the most are phalanx and tech. You could also maybe go
we don't know
doc
yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on
just
that
for the good
thing or what it can
CC.
do.
Now you can see I'm doing actually a flame turret now. This will be the first time I'm doing a flame turret myself. But we're doing a close range flame turret build. And we've got to put full shares on, that's fine though. But with this build here, we're going for close range exclusively, as this is a really heavy horde map in the sense that you get swarmed very easily. So we want point blank stuff, and there's a lot of enemies that will die quickly, like the poppers. So we want something that can just burn them and melt them instantly and deal with them in a group. Now you can solo this entire mission with tech technically, even without the bots if you do play right. And then same thing with phalanx. The phalanx build that I really like is a phalanx build that works on horde clearing. You don't necessarily need single target damage except for the stalkers, and if you know how to play against them, they're not too much of a threat or a problem.
Incoming! What is that?
We just need to be careful here about this first part, because this first part can be rough with bots.
What were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Synths? No, they... Mierda.
We're getting annihilated in the back.
Duck, I really hope
And this
that
is why we
wasn't
have the
nobody
turret
you knew.
in front, the flame turret. It can be tankier than the other turrets, and it can take a few hits for us and draw
company never
aggro.
told us about this place.
Sentry deployed. Check fire.
See if we can pull the AI to
There's
us.
more! Pivot to engage!
No, we cannot. Okay. And this one's got to be careful of the AI. They will just absolutely let the poppers annihilate them.
Sentry deployed.
Fucking hell, how many are there?
The AI is doing something for sure. We need to watch out for our own health too, that we can annihilate us. This first part is just a very rough area.
Sentry deployed.
Secure.
Very rough first start, but you can see why the bots do not do good in this mission. They don't dodge, and they don't try to keep distance, so that can make this mission very difficult.
Check fire. Sentry deployed. Patching up.
Surprisingly, the mission actually gets easier once you get further in, with the finale probably being the easiest finale in the whole game.
Attention. Asset 0 preparing for dispatch. T-minus 40 minutes to paragravity drive capability.
Sentry deployed.
Gateway station deck. Earth orbit.
Earth? Fuck.
Earth is definitely not the place we want to go to. There you go, get yourself a pot.
What the Remain calm. Merely a scan. For
Scan
what?
for what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed. Alright, how can we stop this
Ah.
thing? Options, people.
Sentry deployed.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
There we go. Nice and effective. We need to back up immediately now. See if we get the AI to follow us. And we cannot. So what we have to do here is make do.
Fire deployed.
Alright, we're gonna save our ammo.
Sentry deployed.
There we go. Now the one thing is my damage is going to be astronomically low in this mission, as you'll see on the end screen. And the reason for that is that their fire turret, if you did not know, does not get calculated when you are doing missions as tech. And it's just tech for some reason with this flame turret. So what that means is that if you ever play as tech with the fire turret and you see that your damage is very low, the chances are that that is why. And now you might be thinking too, why did they pick tech in this mission at the end for the finale section?
Rearming.
And the answer to that is
Aid kits here.
it's actually very easy to deal with that finale area.
Bypassing
Grabbing ammo.
damage. Bypassing damage.
Alright, we get the stalker first or no?
Huh. Guess the mutants
We
don't
are
like
going to
synths.
use a drone here.
More pathogen.
Sentry deployed.
Movement. Can't lock it.
This thing is a big problem. We're going to focus on that trash right now while the AI deals with this stalker.
Rearming. Sentry deployed.
There we go. Now we're going to try to get our coils back while we wait.
Grabbing ammo.
Grab ammo now, top off. We have to do it later.
Locked it. Locked it.
And now we just let it rip. So the incinerator actually excels in this mission because they group up so bad. We don't need anything else now. We've done it just with the drone. Yeah, there should be no aid kits. We pick one up. And you can see right there what I'm talking about. The flame code is just soloing all that stuff. Now, if you're wondering about what I have on my build for the flamethrower, I actually have the one ADS sight. This one here causes a higher stumble chance. And the reason why we run that is that we actually get more benefits out of it because it increases our stumble chance. Now, we don't have high stumble, obviously, but We also have resonating impact built into this build already. So we have on top of it already bonus stumble chance. And it just means that we have a potential to knock people down with the flamethrower. Some type of hard CC with it as well.
Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core. Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up.
Sentry deployed.
I'm gonna try to save as much ammo as we can for this next part coming up. You wanna look left first, Jeff, because you'll get stuff like this. Since I trust the AI to do their thing. Unfortunate. Sometimes you can get lucky with some really good drops, which is kind of what you prefer on this mission. 4 cryos is really good for the finale area. And for right here, we will use a cryo.
View of the hologram.
Now, when you do this, there's 2 possibilities. 1, you can get a stalker, or 2, you can get a just a group of enemies.
Check fire.
Looks like we're gonna get the stalker.
Purple signal could be a stalker.
Cleared that way. Boom. And done. Yep, let's just know the locales. Now, depending on what class you bring, you might need to switch it up, and you might need to do, like, a, you might need to do, like, a cryo in the first room and then a drone in the second room, depending on what your build is. We need to back up here. We don't want to take a lot of unnecessary damage. Okay. It really depends on your class, because that first room you might need cryos to CC everything, and then in the second room you'll use a drone like that, just because you need a DPS burst it faster. You can see with my build here, I don't actually need to do that.
Sentry deployed.
We're just going to focus on one area because our turret's got the other. I will say the 5 mines are going to be very hard to make full use of to the very end. Okay, we're going to run back. And with the flame turret combined, we're going to absolutely fry these guys. As you can see, absolutely cooked.
Secure. Resume
We'll have just over 40, which is good.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Rearming.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
Likely necessary to interface with this instrumentality.
Now, the thing to keep in mind is you might be wondering, oh, do you get a stalker in this room? And the answer is no. If you get a stalker in the other room, you do not get a stalker in this room. So this is really good for us, because this means we know exactly what we're dealing with here.
Grabbing ammo.
And if we didn't get a stalker in the last room, vice versa, you would also know.
Quantum encryption.
I'm going to try to pull them to me.
Another asset
And it didn't work, so we're gonna do this.
Sentry deployed.
Alright, we'll put this right here in front.
Sentry deployed.
And if Bro wants to tank all the hits, that's fine. We'll put the defending. It's not a terrible thing. Flamethrowers can help out a lot here. Alright, so we're going to start heading up top to look for those switches.
The door encryption is complex. There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher.
Mutants didn't leave much of this one.
Okay, we're going to the other side now. Now, if you do have 3 people, you can start with all 3 on each side.
I do not believe that one is suitable.
Rearming.
When we grab ammo, we have a chance. And we'll run. And there it is.
Watch it.
This one is intact. Stand by.
Patching up.
Mutants on the upper deck.
Sentry deployed.
And we'll heal ourselves now because there's really not a better time to do it. And by the time they get to us too, they're going to get choked up into the fire.
Watch it.
Ouch, man, just shot me in the side of the head. Nice try, buddy. Alright, let's do this now. And this is why we also build for super close range everything. Because enemies here are just so tight together, the close range is just way more useful.
Sentry deployed.
And then we'll get one punish wave here, and then a few guys in the front, and then we'll be at the finale area. And I covered this in my how-to video last time, where I'm showing how to do all the hold locations. And I covered the finale here about what you need to do here, and how you don't need to rush it. But this is going to be super useful for the AI, since the AI are just going to absolutely get annihilated here if we try to speed run through this. We want to kill the hordes slowly and methodically and control them.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality Oven to grow.
Sentry deployed.
Which means...
Idiomatically, energy capacitors.
Check fire.
There we go.
Aid kit's here. Grabbing ammo.
Access the control instrumentality.
So a really good setup here is to do this if we can get the AI in here when we start it. But we'll see how the AI do first before we actually initiate that plan. And now we're saving the drones for only when the cryos are available.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section.
Got to the deck.
Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
Check fire.
Put it a little bit closer like that. There we go.
Deployed.
And now I'll worry about shooting this.
Watch it.
As you can see, there's no rush here. There's nothing going on. It's not crazy. You'll get some big hordes at first, but that's it. Do that. We'll heal the turret up a little bit.
I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
Take out those other two.
Now we're gonna get the Stalker.
Deployed.
Seeing a blurry return. Probably a stalker.
Now, what you want to do is you want to just hard focus the Stalker. You don't want to do anything else. If the Stalker isn't dead, you're not progressing. That's just the safest way to do this.
Bypassing death.
Sentry deployed.
Check fire.
There we go. Alright, now I'll start working on these. Once the waves are done, it'll spawn just tiny little amounts of enemies. Just that it takes time type of ordeal.
Fire. Check fire. Bypassing death. Bypassing death.
Alright, there we go. And as you can see now, it's just spawning small groups of them. Very manageable. Ouch.
They're getting hot.
Shoot the hard one first. Actually, we can be a little aggressive here with this. start heading this way. Now we're gonna head over here.
Capacitor down.
Sentry
Power
deployed.
buildup slowed 50%. Enter the
Grabbing
sequence. Bone, protective, withdraw.
There we go. And again, same thing here. We are going to hold off.
Yes, you did it! 2 more just dropped!
Sentry deployed.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to hit it with fire.
Bypassing that. Fire.
And there we go. That's done. We're gonna reload. We're gonna wait a second.
Sentry deployed.
And now we can focus on this.
Fire.
We're gonna fully heal our turret here.
Mine's out.
We are gonna get another stalker, so we're gonna prep here. If it gets to our turrets.
Rearming.
We should get another stalker here coming up. It'll be after this.
Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
All right, here we go. This one we're just gonna wait now and help through the horde.
Watch it.
Watch for shimmer. Got another stalker.
And then we'll clear the trash out so they can focus on the boss. There we go. We might get more pathogen poppers. We're back up here. We just kind of said screw it and did that. Not necessarily always the best idea to do. We'll clear these poppers ourselves. Our AI to deal with the other one.
Sentry deployed.
Bypassing damage.
And that is the end of it. We are done. I cannot see. I might have to get closer here. Yeah, we're gonna get closer.
Check fire.
Sentry deployed.
And we still have a heal left. And that's it.
I believe the alien ship will fly again. When you return, please turn in your uniform. We may learn something from the pathogen.
As I said before, this mission isn't really hard. I think it's the easiest of the finales. And you saw there how Flame Turret just kind of cooks everything. Now again, like I said earlier, my damage will be the least done, but you can see that my fire and my Flame Turret were absolutely just annihilating and melting things. So the damage isn't accurate here, even though it shows that I did the least amount of damage. But that's the end of it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!